Hello and welcome to another Transformers review. Today we're going to be looking at Skywarp and Thundercracker. Now this is from the Earthrise Villains 2-pack here. If you look closely at both figures, they are the Earthrise mold of Starscream. If you look closely, the panel lining is very detailed here. He does have his black and purple highlights there. His wing is painted, as you can see here. Some nice straight lines there. And his face is a little different than Starscream's. His mouth is wide open there. And it's very detailed. Like a lot of detail in the panels everywhere here. Even in the back where you don't really plan on looking at the figure, there is a lot of detail as well. A lot of lining everywhere. And the cockpit has that clear orange. And he comes with null rays. For articulation, he does go up to there with a knee bend. And his arms go up that way as well. The wing wasn't there, he could spin it all the way around. Head is on a ball joint. And to tilt back, that's how far his knees go back. No wrist swivel, but he does have an arm swivel. He also has a thigh swivel there, and he has an ankle pivot. Now if we look at Thundercracker, same figure, but in blue. When I got this figure, I actually didn't expect him to be this dark in color. But overall, he's really good. Now, for comparison's sake, here's a Legacy Thundercracker. He's actually a lighter blue shade than the Earthrise Thundercracker. And just to compare as well, here is Studio Series 86 Starscream. Same height. He actually has the same face mold as Thundercracker. Very similar. Now let's get started on the transformation. Okay. So let's take the null rays off his arms here. You just pop them open. That. There we go. Flip that around. That's the key to the transformation there. Then let's open up his chest. Take his arms. Fold them in. Then we have to open up his arm here. See how it just tucks in like that? Once that's in, you can fold the whole arm inward, as seen here. Now we just repeat on the other side. There. See, that's the key to the transformation there. Whoa. Whoops. Figure is very stiff. I've actually never transformed this yet. This is the first time here. Let's just squeeze them all together here. There we go. Very stiff, this transformation, because I've never transformed this guy. There we go. And here he is. In airplane mode there. Now let's quickly switch Thundercracker. Now, looking at these two figures, they look great. If anything, the Seeker mold on these guys, I think this is as good as it gets unless you're looking at MP territory. I like the well-pronounced lines on the top of the wing there. I mean, if I was to improve anything, I would probably add some landing gear. But again, we're dealing with a Voyager budget here, so it is a little limited. One thing to watch out for is if you're displaying this, make sure not to like rock him left and right, because you will cause scratching here and there if you do that. Now let's put him back in robot mode real quick. So back in robot mode, I would say the pros for these figures is easy transformation, great alt mode, and it actually matches the Studio Series 86 Starscream really well, so you can put them together as a trio. Now the cons for this figure is I don't like this crotch plate. It's one piece, so if you raise one leg, the whole thing goes up. It's also has like very limited range of posability just because of the way the mold is set up. The knee doesn't go very far. Arms don't really like come out at all. They just go sideways, up and down, left and right. There's no like wrist swivel or anything like that. And last but not least, it's being scalped like crazy. Like I paid 156 Canadian for these two, which is pretty outrageous. That's almost double the price of retail. That's about 116 US dollars for you American folk out there. And the only reason I got him is because I wanted the collection of having the Seekers, all three of them, to go with my Starscream. I don't think they're going to re-release these guys anytime soon, so that's why I grabbed these molds all together. And on the Daddy Needs It scale, I'm going to give these guys an 8.5 out of 10. Just because I really like the alt mode, I really like the robot mode. If it had better articulation, I'd probably give them closer to a 9 out of 10. But 8.5 is still really good. And yeah, these are great figures. If you're gonna look them up, look for a sale. Don't pay like triple the price. You might be able to get it for even less than I paid, or if you get lucky, you'll find someone selling them for at cost. Now, if you like this review, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.